So here, so in this video, I am going to explain Old English period. So Old English period, in fact, started from the age of 450 and it continued up to 1066. So this is a very crucial field from the perspective of study of English literature, because anyone who wants to study or understand literature or study of English literature has to focus on the beginning period of study of English literature. So the main features are, so this is the period covers from 450 to 166. So it's nearly 500 years, and this is a period of growing English culture, custom, and tradition, as well as this is the beginning of English nationalism. Then this period is also called a dark period because a lot of wars happened during this period because of the clashes among different tribal groups. Then this is the period of shaping English language, culture, custom, and tradition. And now the major periods in history of English literature. So basically, there are three major periods in the history of English literature, and they are Old English period, beginning from 450 and continued up to 1066, and then Middle English period that extended from 1066 to 1400, and the modern period that started from 1400 and it's going on. Now the ancient names of England. So England was recognized by several names in the past. It was called Brighton, then Britannia, Celtic land, and Anglo-land. So before Old English period, there was an indigenous group named Celt lived in England. Then in 53 century, Julius Caesar, a great Roman king, invaded England and occupied the English territories and established Roman reign in England, and it continued up to 450 century. So nearly 400 years Roman dominance over England. So ultimately, Roman culture, custom, and tradition became predominating in England, and at the same time, England was pagan by religion. So Christianity, when Roman rule was established in England, Christianity spread by the saint of Augustine of Hippo, who came and started converting people into Christianity. And it was done between the year 354 to 400 century. The influences of the Roman economy and trading, lasting settlement, in fact, building of towns and cities, transformation system. So the Roman introduced planet transformation systems in England by constructing roads and highways, and they also established systematical defense system in England. And one example is the Hadrian Wall that was 15 feet high, and this wall was built to save England from external enemies. Now, how the Roman reign was ended in England. So in the year 150th century, the Roman emperors were driven away from the land of England because just before 450th century, the Roman emperors, they got very weak financially because of financial loss. The Roman rulers were in unstable situation to control England. So at the time, the Roman rulers basically they hired mercenary soldiers for ruling England, and they were at the time unable to pay the salaries of the mercenary soldiers. When they failed, the mercenary soldiers started exercising dominance in England. They also invited their other members of their group to come into England or have a settlement. At the same time, pressure from the local people, because they were not also satisfied over the Roman empires because of different reasons, and for both internal and external pressure, the Roman rulers had to get back from England to Italy.